President Ibrahim Traore has actually cancelled the elections body in Burkina Faso. He says that it is a wastage of resources that the election commission should exist in Burkina Faso for the time being. He says any election, as of now, official election, until further notice, will be conducted by the country's Ministry of Interior. Now, this has brought in debate across the African continent because that information was made known today, 18th of July 2025. Now, many people who are supporting Traore says that for now, since there are no elections being conducted in Burkina Faso, Traore has a right to suspend the body because they are wasting money because no elections have been conducted since 2022 till date, and no election will be conducted because the President Ibrahim Traore had made it clear that the main objective right now is to decolonize Burkina Faso, to make sure that Burkina Faso is totally decolonized and rebuild Burkina Faso to be in a strategy where they can now start organizing elections, that now they don't need democracy and that no nation has developed under democracy, and that is why he believed that the system which he wants to institute a participatory leadership where every citizen has a role to play in the development of their nation. However, there is some faction which says that Traore's decision to cancel or to actually nullify the election commission is wrong and it's an act of full-scale dictatorship which should not exist. But I want to ask a question. Is dictatorship in itself bad? Is there a nation that does not have an iota of dictatorship? Now, to my own interpretation, if no election are being conducted in Burkina Faso for the time being and the next 2 years, why wasting state money? Why wasting state resources? If conducting election the way we are seeing other African countries conducting the election, then there's no need for that body because most African countries' elections have not been free and fair, have been full of erection. I still say erection and not election. What we experienced in Nigeria in 2022 was not an election, was autocracy, where people were killed, battered, maimed, and yet we hear that Bola Ahmed Tinubu won, despite the fact that there were glaring evidences of issues of malpractices. The same thing we have experienced in other African countries. If that is what they want Ibrahim Traore to organize, then I accept with Traore that body is wrong. As I did announce to you, I will be going to Burkina Faso this January. Some of you had actually reached out to me and actually supported me for the trip to Burkina Faso. Just know that it was supposed to be in June. They have pushed it to January because January is good enough time. I want to focus on Cameroon's election and cover the election. Good enough time for me to go and bring you actual detail as to what is happening in Burkina Faso. I shall interview key stakeholders and I shall bring you the developmental factor. If you want to contribute to the trip to Burkina Faso, reach out to me on my inbox and I will tell you how and what to do. And this news network, you can also support our news network by also inboxing me, support the 1 or 2 ways you can if you love what we are doing. Thank you.